Hello, y'all. This is Laurie with Laurie Resiliently Crafting. How y'all doing today? How y'all doing? Welcome. We are in the Stand Tall Crafting Group, hosted by Miss Krista Balmer. So, just waiting on Miss Misty to finish up, and then we're gonna get started. But we got lots to do. How y'all doing on this terrific Tuesday? It's Tuesday. Woo woo. Yay, it's terrific Tuesday, or Tuesday, whichever way you want to say it, right? Hey, Elaine, how you doing, beautiful? Thank you for being here. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. We still have several, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more creatives after me. So we still got quite a bit of a lineup still to go. If you're not part of the group, the Stand Tall Crafting Group, just the link is in my description to the group, and you can join. It's a free platform. You don't pay nothing. It's free, and you get to see all these different creatives. Hey Sue, how you doing, beautiful? Hey Andrea, thank you for being here. The cutest little thing. She is. Hey Robin. Hey Melissa. Thank you for sprinkling, sweetie. Thank you. Hey Cheryl. Thank you, Krista. Got me sprinkled out. Awesome sauce. So I'm going to hit this refresh button over here on my laptop so that we can make sure we can try to get all the comments. But, okay, there I is. Okay, why is it coming up like that? I hate when it does that. Okay, there we go. Okay, maybe we'll get comments over there, maybe not. But I'm getting them on my phone right now, so that's good. Hey, Natalie, how you doing? Hey, Giselle, how you doing, beautiful? How you doing? Thank you for being here. Oh, look at them hearts. Thank you, Sue. I appreciate that so much. But so far, we started off at 12 p.m. Central, 1 Eastern, with the Country Family Roots with Miss Sarah. After her was Crafted Freedom with Miss Sandra. Crafted Freedom, Miss Sarah. Let me get it straight. We just finished up with Miss Misty. With the Crafty Farmers. Then it's myself. I'm Laurie with Laurie Resiliently Crafting. After me is Melody Made. At 5 Central, 6 Eastern is Rose House Crafts with Jeannie. At 6 Central, 7 Eastern is Miss Giselle with Your Craft Cottage. At 7 Central, 8 Eastern is JEF Creations, an old woman making thing with Miss Jim. And closing us out this evening is Beating with Wayne, and he makes some beautiful stuff. If y'all never watched him, he makes some fantastic looking spiders. I got me one. Where's it at? It's back there hanging up. I don't know if you can see it or not. Where's it at? There it is, right up there underneath my lamp. I don't know if you can see it. Right there. See it? I got me one. And I was listening to poor Misty, and her nose was just running. Well, mine has been doing the same thing, but I live down here in South Georgia, and we got a cloud, so we're going to move that just a little bit. I live down here in South Georgia, and for the last 4 days, we have had pollen all over the vehicles. I'm like, yeah, springs is springing. We still got a little over 3 weeks before official spring is here, but in South Georgia, I believe the winter's gone. Praise God, right? Hey, Peggy. How you doing, beautiful? How you doing? Hey, LaFawn. How you doing? Welcome. All right. Now my comments came up. There they are. I want to see all the comments. Okay. All right. We have, y'all know I have this monthly subscription to a Christian craft paper. I know it's backwards, but you might want to screenshot it if you're interested in it. But I get a monthly subscription of rub-on transfers that comes from them, and it's got all of them are Christian based. So if you're a Christian and you're looking for anything with Christian based material on it, they're great. They are great. Hey, Lars, how you doing? And I'm not an affiliate or anything. I just like their product. But I'm going to use this here scripture, and it says, He was wounded for our transgressions. He was bruised for our iniquities. The chastisement of our peace was upon him, and with his stripes we are healed. So that's what it says. That's what it looks like cut out. And we're gonna put it on something. Now, I have this round, and I know y'all seen these. They're glass, and they had a little like floral sticker on it, and it said welcome. And there was another one that said home sweet home. I just took all that stuff off of that and tried to get the glass out. In fact, I had 3 of these, and I broke one trying to get the glass out, because the one and only time that the hey Nora, how you doing, beautiful? And Rita and Karen Jean, look at y'all popping in. Thank you, thank you. The one and only time that the Dollar Tree decides to use glue and use it well is in these. So you can't get the glass out to be able to Mod Podge on it. You can Mod Podge on it, but you're still gonna have to cut out the circle, and it's, you know, it's all those things that we have to do. But before we do that, we're going to paint this over, because if you can look, you see right there on the edge, I went all the way around the inside with black, and then I'm going to repaint this in the color. What I've mixed here is a folk art gloss white, and then some deco art crafters. It's called glitter paint, but it's like a white translucent. It's like a white pearl. It's not, you can't even see the glitter in it. Thank you, Nora. Thank you, sweetie. I appreciate you. Hey, Beverly. How you doing, beautiful? How you doing? Thank you so much for being here. Hey, Danae. Hey, hey. So I mixed the white and the glitter together, and it just gave me that, it's about the same color as this embossed paper that you get from, and it's got their sheen to it, that you get from the Hobby Lobby. It's like $1.99 a sheet. Well, I got me 1 sheet because they didn't have the actual one I wanted, so I settled for this one here. And I've been waiting for a project to use it on, so we are good today. Hey, Susan, how you doing, beautiful? So I am going to paint this rim with this mixture of white gloss, apple barrel, and this Deco Art Crafters glitter paint, but it's not real. You can't even see the glitter. It's like a pearl. So we're going to use that, and we're going to paint this ridge right here. We got lots to do, so we need to go ahead and get started. I am making a door hanger, Susan. I am, with some scripture on it. And the scripture says, he was wounded for our transgressions. He was bruised for our iniquities. The chastisement of our peace was upon him, and with his stripes we were healed. And it's a rub-on transfer, and it comes from Christian Craft Paper.com. So if you're interested in them, I went ahead and pulled it up or showed it to y'all. If by chance that you're interested in it, this is the company that I get it with. And it has all these different transfers that come, and they have a monthly subscription where you get a packet every month, and depends on what's going on during the month. You know, because Easter's coming up, so they're based everything on Easter. Hey, Tina, how you doing? How you doing, beautiful? And Teresa L. Creations. Hey, Teresa. Hey, Pam. How you doing, beautiful? Thank you for being here. All right, so let's get started with our painting. So I don't quit running my mouth. But I went ahead and I'm going to do the same thing to this little round right here just on the edges. And I went ahead and painted it with chalk paint, because we know how apple barrel paint has a tendency to you be able to see through it, and you have to put multiple coats on. So I put the white, regular white, Adirondack white, my folk art, whoops, turn it so you can see it, the Adirondack white chalk paint on the edges first, so that I wouldn't have to put so many coats of this apple barrel on, because it usually takes several coats with it. So we're just going to go around this, and I might have to do that on the edges here where it's showing through, and I think I'm going to have to. So let me grab some more of this white Adirondack, and I did get some black paint on it, but we're just going to go over it with the white, so I wasn't real worried about it. I wiped it off the best I could. And I'm going to go ahead and get these little edges here that where I sanded, because this was really rough and I wasn't jiving it. So I went ahead and sanded the edges down as well. So I am going to go over this with the white. First the white chalk paint so that whoops, I'm sticking it in the wrong one. I'm sticking it on the wrong one. Yes, happy Tuesday, Cheryl. How you doing, beautiful? How you doing, sweet friend? How you doing? I hope everybody had a wonderful weekend. We had a really good weekend. We didn't do a lot, but our home church, not the church that my husband pastors at, but our home church, that we rededicated our lives and all the things back to Christ. That's our home church. That's the church that we've decided that we are going to be buried at when the time comes. So, anyway, they were having a Valentine's dinner, Saturday night. So we went over there. We were invited to come, so we went over there and we had dinner with some other members that go to that church, and it was really nice. We enjoyed ourselves, and man, oh man, I got so full. I was plumb miserable when I got home. Hey, Rita, I told you, hey. Hey, Beth. Hey, girl. Hey. Oh, thank you for them stars, sweet friend. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. That's not necessary, but it's very much appreciated. I'm just being honest. It's not necessary, but it's very, very much appreciated. Thank you so much, hon. I appreciate that. That makes things just a little bit easier for all of us. It does, it does. And I appreciate you. So we are going over these with this little edge, and wherever the wood is shining through, just so that we don't have to put so many coats of the apple barrel, the other color, on there. And it's a white base anyway, so it shouldn't take too much. And I'm trying not to get it on the inside, because the inside, I purposely painted it black, and there's a reason for that, and you will see. I'm not going to show it all to you, because then you'll know everything that I'm doing. You won't stick around, because I know we all have lives, we all got things going on, but you can always go back and watch the replay, right? I always can go back and watch the replay. And I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. I do. You're doing okay today, Cheryl? Well, that's good. I'm glad you're doing okay. Wish it was better. Yeah, we had one of our ladies at the church Saturday. I got some pretty heartbreaking news. She found a lump on her breast back in December, and she was going to the cancer doctor, and then they were going to go ahead and do a biopsy to make sure, to find out what kind of cancer it might be, so on and so forth. But cancer is in her family, so she's very concerned. And this lady that I'm talking about is very chipper. She's very happy-go-lucky. But I could tell when I seen her and was talking to her, and I said, "How are you doing today?" And she usually she's really happy-go-lucky, and I'm blessed, all the things. And this time she just said, "I'm okay." And I thought, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you, sweet friend. So if anybody is a prayer warrior, be in prayer for my friend, Miss Nancy Allen. She's single. She's on her own, so she doesn't have a spouse to help her out and all the things. It's just her, and life can be hard. Life is cruel, and it's just hard. So those of us that are Christians, believe in prayer, and there's power in prayer. If you would, just keep my little friend in your prayers, in your thoughts. It's hard when you've got somebody to lean on, but it's even harder when you're on your own and by yourself, and my heart just broke for her, and I told her, I said, well, and she knows God's got her, because she's good with God, but it still don't make it any easier, especially when you got to do it by yourself, right? Hey, Misty. Hey, girl. Hey, how you doing? How you doing? Especially when you got to do it by yourself. It's just hard. Okay, we're going to put the folk art back, and we're going to go over this real quick. And this is just going to bring this closer to the color that the that embossed paper is. That's one of the reasons why I'm doing it. Plus, it is glossy, and that paper has a sheen to it. Has a sheen to it. So I wanted to put this on here. And this is just, I'm just doing these edges just to make sure that none of the wood is shining through. You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure it's not going to, but you know, it's better to be safe than sorry. Better to be safe than sorry. So everybody have a good weekend. Everybody have a good weekend. Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Krista. Thank you, sweetie. I appreciate y'all so very much. I know there's power in prayer, and prayer works. There is. I've seen it happen. I've seen it. You know, God is an awesome God, and there's a reason, you know, and it may just be for her to share her testimony even more so. Okay, so we got that on there, and I'm going to go back over this real quick and just do a light coat of it, because don't really want this part to be super shiny, but I am doing a light coat over top of it, just so that it's all cohesive. It's all cohesive. Anybody got any? Hey, Shirley, how you doing? How you doing, sweetie? Thank you for being here. Oh, my goodness. Now, where'd I stop? There it goes. I had to hold it in the light just right to be able to see it. Hold it in the light just right. Did everybody have a good weekend? I hope so. I hope so. Okay, now let's get the edges real quick. Hey, Sue. You were at church. I put Miss Nancy Allen on the prayer list. That's what they're praying about, is Miss Nancy. Because I requested prayer for her. Because she is such a happy-go-lucky person on a day-to-day basis. And you could tell she was really bothered. And it just broke my heart, you know. Broke my heart that she's going through that by herself. And her brother, who's also a preacher, he also has cancer. He's got lung cancer. So I think that's what's bothering her the most, is she knows that cancer runs in her family, you know. Hey, Miss Jim, how you doing? How you doing? Hey, Sarah. Hey, girl, hey. And I have painted and painted and painted because I didn't want y'all to have to sit here and watch me just paint. And so we could actually put this together. And I'll tell you what, why is it when you use black or red paint, you end up with the mess all over you? I got done with that black paint, and I looked down at my shirt. I said, well, I'm glad I got a painting shirt on, because I got black paint on me. I had black paint all over my hands. I had black paint all over the desk. I was like, oh, my word. Been sick since last Wednesday. Got meds. Feeling better today. Oh, my goodness, Peggy, I'm sorry. I'll be praying for you, too. Hey, Kimmy, how you doing, beautiful? I sure will, Cheryl. I sure will. Thank you so much, sister. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. That means a lot to me. A lot, a lot, a lot. You know, it's hard when you're by yourself, having to deal with things like that. But she does have a church family, so she does have people to lean on. And one of the other ladies of the church, her and that lady are really close. But they're both... Miss Nancy is a divorcee, and the other lady that she hangs out with a lot is a widower. So you know, they're both alone. So she does have Miss Julie to lean on. But it's hard, y'all. It's just hard, you know, especially when you know that cancer runs in the family. And, you know, it's just hard. So I appreciate y'all's prayers. I do, because God hears them. He does. He does. He does. He does. You know, we're to love unconditionally. Okay. Now, so we can go ahead and get this on here. I'm going to put this little paper on there in the middle. And as you can see, it matches closer now. It's not such a bright white around it. And that's what I wanted. So I am going to Mod Podge this up. And I was testing this out. It looks like it looks horrible, but it's on the back. That's why I did it on the back. I wanted to see if I wanted to use some of the black shoe polish in it to enhance the embossing. And that made me decide, no, I didn't want to do all that. I didn't want to do all that. Oop, let's get it on the right side. So we're going Mod Podge. I'm at the bottom of this bottle, and it usually gets pretty clumpy when you get to the bottom of the bottle. Oh, Cheryl, you don't have to do that, sweetie. You don't have to do that. Prayer is all I'm asking for. That's what she needs more than anything. She works. I mean, she's still going to work and all the things. And I mean, I don't believe it's finances is what she's concerned about. She's more concerned about, you know, the results of what she's going to find out when, and the bad thing is she found the lump in the first part of December, and she's been trying to get her doctors to get her lined up to find out what it is, you know, all the things, and they've just been hem-hawing. And she finally getting to go, I think it was today. Today, she finally going to get to go see a doctor that will help her. So, you know, that alone is nerve-wracking. Yeah. It's nerve-wracking. But anyway. Okay, let's go ahead and get this on here. Let me stand up. Make sure I get it in the center. Let me get it in the center. And I did kind of go around the edges of it so that I knew that I was going to get it in the center, or mostly in the center. Let's get it up just a little bit. Get her down. Because I don't want to put, because this is plastic up underneath here, I don't want to use the iron on it. Okay. Alright, so we're going to let this sit. Let's see what we got here. Yep, there we go. That's what we want. That's what we want. Just to make sure we got it down good. Use the heat tool real quick just to make sure it's down. I don't want to get it on there too long because I don't want it to melt. Okay. Alright, let's set that aside and let that finish drying. Oh, come here. And my grandson put new wheels on my chairs. Oh, it rolls. It was a hand-me-down chair, and I think somebody used it out in their yard, and it had all kinds of dirt in the wheels, and the wheels wouldn't turn, so it was just rubbing across my floor. I was like, oh my word, this is not good. My grandson changed him out for me. He's such a sweetie. He's such a sweetie. All right, now I did clean the glass with some rubbing alcohol, with some just some of this 91% rubbing alcohol. I love those spray bottles. It makes things so much easier, because that's what I clean my glasses with. It's just plain old rubbing alcohol. You don't have to have all that special stuff and I'm going to line this up on my mat here just so that I know that I'm getting it semi-straight. There we go. Alright. I'm just rubbing it down with my fingers. And then we're just going to go back over it with our stick. Hold on a second. My nose wants to run again. Run some more. Run some more. Okay. And we're just going to go ahead and rub this on here. I know Miss Lisa with Lisa's Craft Closet, she used one of these rounds the other day, and it came out so cute. And I got thinking, I was like, dang, Laurie, you got 3 of those and you haven't used them yet. Why? My comments have stopped, y'all. What in the world? Are y'all just not talking? Y'all just not talking? I know. Poor Miss Ronnie with Ronnie's Chaotic Crafts. They got her in the clinker again. And I seen her the other day in one of the events. And she was just commenting to everybody, and I thought, uh-oh, you gonna keep on, girl, and they're gonna put you back in orange, and you're gonna be mad. I got up this morning and was looking at Facebook, and there it was. She was in orange. I said, Miss Ronnie, goodness gracious. But it's just, and that's another reason why I don't comment on every comment when y'all, comment on my photos or anything. 90% of the time I'll comment to 1 or 2, and then I'll just heart it. That way you know I'm acknowledging it, and I don't get in trouble for commenting too much, because knock on wood, I have not had that problem. Hey Brooke, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. Hey Shirley, hey girl, hey, thank you for sprinkling. How you doing, girl? I haven't seen you in a minute. Life been treating you good? Life been treating you good, sister? Or has it just been crazy, crazy? I know mine's been, I got a full week ahead of me. Tomorrow, I'm in an event at 4 o'clock, but I got to go get my brother-in-law, and take him to town in the morning to get that taken care of. Thursday, I'll be in here again in the Stand Tall event. And I had to swap times with Miss Giselle because I got a reminder call that I had a doctor's appointment that day. And I got thinking about it. When I go there, some days you go in and get right out. Other days you go in there and it's 2 or 3 hours just to go in and get a follow-up. Hey, Debbie, how you doing, sweetie? How you doing? Okay, let's see what we got going on here. Let's see what we got going on here. Looks like it's going down pretty darn good. Looks like it's going down pretty good. Sometimes you got to be really careful with these little bitty letters because they just want to be persnickety and don't want to go down like you want them to. But the good thing about rub-ons is if you see a piece that didn't go down, just lay it back down. You know, you've got to go really slow on these because sometimes these little, especially these little tiny letters, don't like to go down all the way, or might go down part way and not get all the letter, you know, like the dot to the I or something like that. You know, so you just make sure you got it down. When you pull it up, if there's nothing on this top sheet, that means you got it good. Thank you, Brooke. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate you. Yes, I'm loving the haircut. In fact, it's time to go get it trimmed because it's doing little flippy doos and all the things. And I'm like, what the heck? It's time to go get it trimmed again. Get it back in shape. But I'm loving it, especially with the warm weather coming. Especially with the warm weather coming. Okay. All right. So that's what we got there. I know you can't, it's hard to see because of the glass. But it's going in front of, so let me rub my fingers across it just to make sure we got it all down. One little piece right there wanted to act crazy, but that's okay. It's okay. It's okay. All right, so we're going to put this on here. And I thought about doing paper and tissue paper. So that's what that's going to look like, y'all. That's what that's going to look like. So let's go ahead and we're going to use a little bit of wood glue and a little bit of hot glue. So grab the Dollar Tree wood glue. We're going to use wood glue and hot glue. that's enough. I think that's enough. And then we got the hot glue. We're going to put that down as well. It's 73 here in South Georgia today. 73 and sunshiny. It's beautiful out there. I got all my ferns out on the porch. It's just, I said, yep, it's spring in here in the South. It may not be up there close to where the north, all them northerner states, but it is down here. It is down here. Hey, little Amy, get some specialties. How you doing, Lisa? How you doing, girl? Oh, get back here. Trying to run away from me, y'all. He's trying to run away from me. Okay. Make sure we got it lined up good. There we go. Well, it's not lined up like I wanted it to. Not lined up quite like I wanted it to. But it's okay. Well, it's coming apart, so. Let me pull it back off. Yeah, let me turn my fan off because it's cooling my glue off. It's cooling my glue back off. Let me shut that off for just a minute. Shut that off for just a minute. We need this to do like it's supposed to do, right? Not like it wants to do. Like I want it to do. So we're just going to pull this other glue off so we don't have them bumps in there. So we don't have them bumps in there. Hey, everybody. Hey, Mary T. How you doing? 39 cold. I bet it is. I bet 39 is cold, girl. I bet it is cold. I don't envy y'all. I don't. That's why I haven't moved back up there. And that's where I'm originally from, is the New England states. So that's the whole reason why I'm still here. Besides the fact that my husband has RA, and there's no way that his RA, his body could handle the cold like that. No way. Just when it rains here, it bothers him pretty bad. So I can only imagine what it would do if he had to live in the cold all the time. Just can imagine. Can only imagine. Alright. We're going to use just the glue, regular glue, and skip over the hot glue. And I'm going to take a couple of my little clamps right here. Let me grab a couple of these. Make sure we got these down like they're supposed to. We're just going to clamp it. Just going to clamp it. Sorry I'm out of frame. I'm right here, though. I'm right beside you. I'm right beside you. I ain't far. Goodness. Come on now. Do like you're supposed to. There you go. Alright. Grab me 2 more. We'll just set this off to the side because we still got lots to do. And that's just going to secure it while we're waiting on, we're doing the other, right? And I'm glad I went ahead and painted everything, or we'd be just watching me paint. So that's what that looks like as it is, okay? Hey, Dawn, how you doing, beautiful? How you doing? Okay. Now, I have some tissue paper here, and it's just little bitty black polka dots. And I've got this. I'm not sure what size this is. Let me look and see. Let me see. I think it's 14-inch, but I'm not sure. Yep, that's what it is. 14-inch diameter. Let me get that out of the way. And we are going to Mod Podge this on this round. Okay? That's what we're going to do. Hey, Sheila. How you doing, beautiful? How you doing? Let me see if this one's going to work. We'll see. It starts acting stupid. I don't like it when it gets to the bottom because then you're asking for those clumpies. and I don't like dealing with them. Don't like dealing with them. Okay. Let me grab this Mod Podge brush, and we're gonna brush it on out, y'all. We're gonna brush it on out. And I am going to do the iron method, and the reason being is because it is tissue paper, and tissue paper is kind of like the napkins as far as wanting to wrinkle up and all the things. And when you use the iron, you don't end up with all that wrinkle. And I don't mind the wrinkles. I got wrinkles, but I don't want my project to have wrinkles. You know what I'm saying? You hear me? You catching what I'm throwing? You catching what I'm throwing? And it's hard to see where you got it. So I turned my light the other way too, because it was giving like a shadowy effect on it, and I didn't like it. I noticed it the other day in my my last video that I did the other day. Nobody said nothing about it, but when I went and watched the replay, I could see it, and I was like, why didn't anybody say anything about that? But y'all don't, it may not bothered you, but I could see it, and it drove me, looky there, there's a clump. Just what I was talking about, and I don't like them. I don't think any of us creatives like the Mod Podge clumps. Don't like them at all. Don't. I think this is a bottle that I mixed a couple different bottles together. I ended up with some clumps in it. Okay, get right there. Make sure we get the edges really good. I am going to pour this in this here so that I can see the clumps. Hey, I missed that. Ooh. Hey, Vicky. It's the beginning to Lent and believe in Ash Wendy, and it's also Fat Tuesday. I know, right? We got it all going on. We got it all going on. We got it all going on. For sure, for sure. Okay, there's another clumpy. Another clumpy. Yeah, there we go. I'm having to hold it where I can see it, y'all, because it's not. The light's not that great. I told my husband I've got a couple of those, I forget what kind of light they're called. Not canister lights, but they got the pole that hang down. I got one over my kitchen sink. And, I forget what they're called. Y'all might know what I'm talking about, though. But a lot of people put them in their dining room. I mean, not in their dining room, but like over an island. And I've got one in my shed, my storage shed that my sister gave me, because she changed hers out. And she wanted to know if I wanted it. Well, it's pewter color, and all the stuff, my fixtures are all that antique brown color. And I didn't want it in my house. And I said, but I'm not going to get rid of it. I'll find a use for it. Well, now I need it in here. I really think I need it in here. Because this little light here, see, it leaves a shadow. Can y'all see that shadow? I don't like it. Hey, Donna's Crafts. Hey, Beating with Wayne. I was bragging on your spiders a while ago, Wayne. I was. Mine's sitting over there by the window. I don't know if you can see it. If you look real hard, it's back there, right underneath the lamp. He's back there. He's back there. I had to steal him back from my grandson, because he really liked him. He's like, oh, can I put that in my room? I was like, that's mine. Now, why did I put that in the water, y'all? Why did I do that? Okay, now we're going to dry it. Just because we're using tissue paper. Hey, Sharon. Hey, Raggedy Ann's Crafts. Hey, girl. How you doing? You must be new to me. Or you got a new page. One of the two. Welcome, welcome. I'm Laurie with Laurie Resiliently Crafting, and we're in the Stand Tall Crafting Group. And up after me is Melody Maid. So y'all need to, if you're not part of the group, the link to the group is in my description. You can go over there and join the group, and then you'll be able to catch everybody. You see my spider? She's just hanging out right there. She's just hanging out right there. She is. I told my husband, I said, I need to put her on the tree. And then I got thinking about it, and I said, well, when I end up taking all the decorations off the tree, she'd get in the midst of all that stuff, and I wouldn't see it but once a year. I said, no, I like it, so I'm keeping it out. He's like, well, it's yours. You do what you want to with it. I am. Thank you, Wayne. Thank you. Hey, Doodle Denise Designs. How you doing, beautiful? How you doing? Yeah, it's time to get it trimmed back up again. That's the only thing about having short hair is you have to have it trimmed up on a regular basis, right? Otherwise, you get these little flippy doos and stuff. You're like, wait a minute, get back down there. You ain't supposed to be doing all that. Yeah, I think I'll do that maybe this weekend. Maybe this weekend if she's got a spot open. If she's got a spot open, I sure will. Well, my hairdresser works full time, so you have to take it when you can with her. Take it when you can with her. And I also got to get my grandson. He got out when he was a little guy. He was still in like a Head Start. He was still in the nursery. I mean, in the daycare, but they had a school type thing going on for him, and he was probably 3. And you know, he done got all his regular teeth. Well, he was playing with another little boy that was rather mean. Okay, we're gonna put this on here. That was rather mean, and the other boy threw something at Luke, my grandson, and knocked him in the mouth, and ended up knocking one of his baby teeth out. Well, that same tooth, it's a good thing it was a baby tooth, or the parent been taking care of that, I promise you that. But anyway, long story short, because that tooth got damaged, it weakened his adult tooth when it came in. And he's already had it repaired one time, and he came to me 2 days ago, Sunday, after church, and said, look, Mimi. I said, what is it, buddy? He said, my tooth. Let me grab my, no, that's not the ones I want. They're too thick. They're too thick. That's not the one I wanted. I want the thin one. That's the one I want. He said that, he was brushing his teeth and, ouch, the piece of his tooth where they had repaired it had come off. And it's right there in the front, and it's like cracked down his front tooth. And he love you some Melody Maid. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Well, she's up after me, y'all. She's up after me. So y'all need to stick around. Because like I said, we still got several, 5 other creatives after me. After me is Melody Maid. Then, followed by her is Rose House Crafts with Miss Jeannie. After Miss Jeannie is Your Craft Cottage with Miss Giselle. Miss Giselle. Everybody loves Miss Giselle. She's a sweetheart. And then we have at 7 Central, 8 Eastern is JEF Creations and Old Woman Making Things. Miss Jim, and she's a sweetheart too. I love to watch Miss Jim. She's not afraid to just jump out there and do something different and just run with it. You know, just run with it. And she's been doing a lot of painting, and it just inspires me to get out there and do a little bit of painting, you know. I want to know how to paint. I really do. And I know it's time consuming, so I just do a little piddling here and there. I've done a couple little things, and nothing great. But they're mine, and I did them, right? Well, we got a couple little wrinkle spots right here. I'm going to run right over those. When the Mod Podge is still not good and dry. We need to make sure we got the edges really good. What in the world is that? This Teflon sheet must have something on it because it's leaving a mark. You need to clean them up real good. And I just clean these Teflon sheets with just a little bit of rubbing alcohol. And whatever's on it usually just comes right off. Ooh, it's hot though. It's hot for sure, for sure. We need to make sure we get our edges good though. We don't want our tissue paper to come back up. Okay, alright. Still got one little wrinkle right there. We're just going to rub it down and get it on out. There it goes. There it goes. It's gone now. It's gone now. There's a couple little wrinkles from where it had the seams or creases in the paper. While it's still hot, if you just rub your finger across it, rub your hand across it, you can usually just rub out that wrinkle. Aren't they though? Ain't they? Aren't they though? Well, let me unplug that real quick. Because I'll be done knocked it over, sure as the world, and burn something or me, and we don't want to do all that. Alright, now we can put that in the water. Hold the phone, let me get my runny nose under control here. Alright, so now we are going to close this stuff up, because it's just everywhere. Get all this out of the way before I make a major mess. Oh my goodness. Before I make a major mess, we don't want all that. And now I'm going to take my little sander, my little Gator sander. You can get these from the Walmart. You can get them from Home Depot, Amazon. You can also get them from Temu. From Temu. Hey, pretty pieces. Michelle, how you doing, sweetie? And if you got your earbuds on, mute me for a minute. You can mute me for a minute while I sand this down, because some people don't like the sound of sanding. I like it, but that's just me. I'm weird like that. But I'm a daughter of a carpenter, so I'm used to it. I've lived with it all my life, you know? It don't bother me at all. But it means that progress is happening. Progress is happening. We got 15 minutes, and I think we're going to be able to get this all done. You know, I may not be able to get a hanger on it, but it'll be okay. I will definitely take a picture, and I will post it in the group as well as on my page. I've been doing good about that, y'all. Wow, they're taking me a couple days to get it around to getting it in the, taking a picture of it. But now, if I get it finished before I walk out of this craft room, or my craft shack, whatever you want to call it, I'll be done set it up where it needs to take my picture and then go into the house and get it all sent over to where it needs to be sent. I'm doing good. In fact, I took a picture of this project here. I did a couple weeks ago, or last week I think it was, and I didn't have the lilies on there. And I took the picture without the lilies on there. Well, I was looking at it the other day, and I was like, it needs something else. Needs something else. Well, I found those little lilies in that same transfer stuff from the Christian craft papers. And I was like, you know what? Those would be perfect for that. So I went ahead and added them. Did y'all ever do that to your projects? You get it all done, and you look at it, and look at it, and look at it. You come back in a couple of days, and you look at it some more, and you're like, it just needs something else. It just needs something else. And you add to it, right? You add to it. All right. All right, so now we got our polka dots. And we didn't have to put them on there. And I'm not saving that because I've got several sheets. Now, let me find my holes. My little pokey tool. Got me a little pokey tool. If y'all need one of these little pokey tools so that you can find it on a regular basis, get a hold of Midwest Angel Boutique. Miss Angela, she makes them. And they're a great thing to have. And I think Michelle, Pretty Pieces with Michelle makes them also. They're pretty neat to have because they just go through all kinds of things, you know. So now I got my holes in there too, so we can get strung up the way we want to. Before we do all that, let's go ahead and start adding to it like I want to. And I was going to add just that to it, like so. Let me get it the way it's supposed to be, like so. So, question, should I put jingle blocks underneath this or should I leave it the way it is? Let's see if we're dry here. Dry enough that it won't come apart. Because this is how this is going to go. You think I should leave it the way it is? Or lift it? You tell me. You tell me. Yeah, she does make it. Yep, Michelle does make it. See, I thought I did. Thought she did. Thought she did. I think I'm just going to leave it lay. And we're going to use the Dollar Tree wood glue as well as the hot glue. Okay. And I like this. It's super glue wood glue. It's not that expensive stuff, but it works. It works, and it works pretty good. I haven't had any real issues with it. And it's cheap, right? I don't know if they've gone up on the price yet with that yet or not. I don't know. I haven't bought any since they changed all the prices. Because usually when I buy it, I buy it 3 or 4 bottles at a time. That way I got it, right? Okay, now, let me flip this away. Get my other little marks here. Down here. And I'm eyeballing this, y'all. I'm eyeballing it. And we're just going to go with it. We're just going to go with it. We're just going to go with it. You say jingle blocks? Sorry, Vicky. I done got her down, girl. Done got her down. The only thing I was worried about the jingle blocks, this 12-inch round underneath here is one of those rounds from the Dollar Tree. And they're really, really thin. And usually when you put them on something and you put the jingle blocks on them, it doesn't want to hold real good because it wants to buckle. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I decided not to. That's why I decided not to. But I can put jingle blocks on this other piece up underneath there. I can. Hey, Sandra, how you doing, beautiful? How you doing? But this does stick out. So I'm not sure if it does need the jingle blocks on it or not. I'm not thinking it does. Because I don't want it too big. We don't want it too big. Let me put another one of my rope pieces in here so I don't have to keep messing with glue. Alright, we're going to do the same thing. Wood glue and hot glue. Because it's going on wood, right? It's going on wood. And see, now I turned my fan off. If y'all ever using hot glue and you got a fan on, you might want to shut it off because it just cools it off just enough that it gets hard and it doesn't, when you push down on it, it doesn't go nowhere and it leaves a bump in whatever you're working with if you got your fans on. And I know I like my fan because I'm about hot now. About hot now. Make sure I get this on there the right way. And again, I'm eyeballing it. We're eyeballing it. So if it's off, it's off. But it's okay. It's okay. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. I'm thinking this is pretty. I even thought about it. It just woke me up in the middle of the night last night. Because I was just going to do it on the polka dots. And I was like, no, it's going to be too busy. Okay. See what we got there? See what we got there? And I know it's hard to see. And I probably got fingerprints on it. But I'll wipe it off with the rubbing alcohol again. And I also have a little bit of greenery that we could put down here. Little bit of greenery. Just to give it a little more pizzazz. But I'm not sure if I want the small pieces that I've already done or if I want the bigger pieces. What y'all think? Because I'm not putting a big bow on it. I'm just planning on putting a small bow out of lace. Now I'm just going to use this white lace. I'm actually doing something white and not grunging it up. Now I do plan on going around the edges with right here of this big white round with some black shoe polish. So if we run out of time, you know what I'm going to be doing. Hey, Roxanne, how you doing, beautiful? Thank you for being here. Thank you so much. So let me grab my bow dauber real quick because I'm not going to do a big bow. We're just going to do a small one. And then I can figure out my greenery with it. Right? You can figure it out. But again, thank you, Brooke. Thank you, thank you. So this is a Dollar Tree ribbon. You see that little lacy stuff? And that's all I want to use. That's all I want to use. But I am going to use some white ribbon to tie it. I'm going to use that to tie it. Is that the right way? Dang. Dang, dang, dang. Get over there. And I think I'm just going to do 4 little loops. Just enough to give it a little bit of pizzazz. Kind of get them the same size. Try to get them the same size. Get in there. Get in there. And again, up after me is Melody Maid. So y'all need to, if you're not in the group, I don't understand why, because Miss Krista's been around for a minute now. She's been doing these events for a while, and she does a fantastic job. She does, and it's a lot of hard work, a lot of hard work. You know, she still has a life other than events, you know. She's still got a life. So we're running out of time. Thank you, Tina. Thank you, Brooke. All right, so we are going to pull this out. Why do I have a blue string in there? Get out of there. Get out of there. Let's see, pull this down. Make sure my loops are kind of the same size, sort of. Okay. Go pull this to the back. I'm going to tighten it up. I think I might leave them in there and then make another one with the same ribbon, just enough to go right there, and then the little greenery up underneath it. I don't think so, because I don't want to take away from what the actual the scripture says. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to take away from it. Okay, so we can just lay that right there. Sure, I got that kind of lined up there. That one there. Hold her down for just a second. I might put a black button in the middle. I might, probably so. Just so that you can, it stands out a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Krista. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate y'all, and I will be on live again tomorrow at 4 Eastern again tomorrow. And I will be back in here at 5 Central, 6 Eastern on Thursday with Miss Krista. So I've got a lot going on, like I said. So we're going to grab us a button real quick. We got 2 more minutes. Look at there, look at there. The only thing I got to do now is put the, whatchamacallit on it. Whatchamacallit on it. The, and this is a vintage button. Vintage button. All I got to do is put the hanger on it. And I've got some black cording that I'm going to put on it. And I think that greenery just really makes it pop. What y'all think? What y'all think? And I'm going to put a black cording hanger on it. And like I said, I am going to do the black shoe polish on the edges. So this is what I got, y'all. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Yeah, I got a few buttons, y'all. Just a few. And then I got an old cookie canister that's full too. Got a few buttons. I don't have as many as Miss Kelly does, but I got a few. Let's get that out of the way, and let me show you what I'm going to use for the hanger. Ooh. I got some of this black cording right here, and that's what we're going to use on the hanger. I think that will be pretty. I think that'll be pretty. Thank y'all so much for being here. Thank you, Krista, for having me. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful afternoon, and make sure that you stay in the group and just hit your refresh button and then watch all these other fantastic creatives, because I know everybody's going to have something great. They always do. They always do. And remember, He was wounded for our transgressions. He was bruised for our iniquities. In chastisement of our peace was upon him, and with his stripes we were healed. So if y'all don't know Jesus, just message me and I'll help you find him. I promise you I will. I love each and every one of y'all. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I'll see you in the comments. Bye for now. The little hearts ain't working today. Bye for now.